Riley Green this morning, just there, and we've come down here under the motorway.
Not on the motorway.
Under the motorway. Yeah. And we're now just coming down the page here. We're just at this place here now. This is Withnell Fold, and there's some moorings just there. And that's what we're just approaching here now.
You're all occupied anyway.
Yeah, and this, I think this could be an old paper mill. Derelict. Yeah, so these are the Withnell Fold visitors moorings, and they're 2-day, but they're occupied anyway. So we're gonna carry on towards the top of the Johnson Hill locks. I think there's some moorings there and there's facilities there as well. So although it's a bit wet and damp today, we want to try and move on a bit further so that we can get towards the top of the Wigan flight, get in the queue, ready for when it hopefully opens on the 27th. Because today is the 19th. Yeah, 19th of October today. Just approaching bridge 88. Going past the private moorings here now, that is Welton's Boat Club, and there's loads of boats here. I see a good 30 or 40 in a line here, all on private moorings on the towpath side. And right in the distance, you might not be able to make it out, but there is on the right hand side there is a brick building there and a blue sign on it. I think that is the services block which we're aiming for just before the Johnson's Hill locks, so we'll be stopping there. No chance of mooring along here, this is all private. It's starting to brighten up a bit now, so hopefully we'll be able to do the locks in the sunshine. So this is Wilton's boatyard, just before you get to the flight of locks. So just here on the, not the towpath side, but the boatyard side, there are some moorings here which are CRT. The signpost is two days, and but that's just before you pull in, as we are now. Just before you pull into the services here. That's worth bearing in mind if you're coming this way. To get past the private ones, there's moorings at the end before you get to the lock. So there's actually a volunteer roster of people that come to help you down through this flight. So you can see if you're coming through here. So if you're coming through, you can be able to see the roster. So you might be able to get some help. Yeah, a bit stuck here, I don't know what's going on. That's quite an accumulation of weed here. It's really sort of holding us up a little bit, but we're just sort of going lock now. We're very, very slowly. Just get a bit of revs. That's it. Here we go. Slight problem in this lock. This is lock 61, and we're just going down on this flight, and just down here we've got an abandoned boat. I don't know, if we can get it to move, maybe we can stick a bit of rope on it somewhere so it's out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, I would say so, yeah. We'd try and... yeah. We'll try and get it tied up somewhere perhaps when we get out, perhaps. But, yeah, I'm sure we can get out. So you want me to see there's a boat attached to us just there. So this was actually inside the lock entrance, so we managed to get it out, but I'm not quite sure now what we're going to do. We're going to tie it up maybe somehow in this pound. So going to try and get it over there onto the bank. So Kay's going to try and reach the line, and we can probably, I think she said there's a pin attached to the line. So we can just hopefully just bang a pin in and leave it here. Do you want a hammer? Pardon? You what, mate? You need a hammer? That's what I said, yeah. Right. So we managed to get this cruiser into the side. So we've done a good dig and got this one nicely tied up, but now the pound's gone down that much, so we've actually grounded, so we're a bit stuck. So we just let some water in from the lock above, and hopefully the pound's going to start to go up and float away again. So at the moment we're just stuck at the back here. So we'll try and get a bit of a push. No, not yet. We just come through the last of the Johnson's Hillocks, and just up there on the left is the Broughton Summit branch, which was going to be the beginning of the Lancaster at one point towards Preston, but it never actually came off. I'm just going to go down here now and hopefully find a little mooring somewhere. Very nice. Nice houses here. That's the Walton branch, which was the beginning of the Lancaster at one time. Just put a little clip of the map on so you can see how far up it goes. But I don't know how many moorings there are beyond that. I would say not many, just that one perhaps. But, and this is the bottom lock. So the sign says there, we're now 12 miles from Wigan, 47 1/4 from Liverpool, and we've come 79 3/4 from Leeds and 8 3/4 from Blackburn. And this is the bottom lock at Johnson Hillock locks. So I think quite a mammoth day today with all sorts of problems with that boat that we got caught up with that was come adrift, little cruiser, which we had to put right, and then quite a few of the gates wouldn't open fully, so we had to open both gates, and then we got stranded with the low pound, so we had to let some more water in. So yeah, it's taken us about 4 hours to get down here, but we're glad we've done it today because it's been nice weather. We're just going to walk back up now and get the car. So this is our mooring at the bottom of Johnson's Hill locks. We've come down through the last lock, and this bridge in front of us is the first bridge after you get to the bottom of the locks. And it's quite nice here. There's no Armco, but you can get really close into the edge, which is fine. We're on pins, which is not too bad. Yeah, so we're going to stay here. Today we're going to go for a bit of a walk now and see where the next moorings are. This is Bridge 80. So that's the Hotel Cruises party boat, originally built as a dredger, but it's been plying these waterways for a good number of years now as a party boat. And yeah, the guy was just telling me it's got a 4-foot draft, so it does a good job of keeping the bottom of this canal nice and clean and deep. And we just had a party of people from the RNLR now today, and we just dropped them off at the pub, and soon we're going to pick them up on the way back. This little cruiser here, when we went for a walk yesterday, was right over there in that sort of like those weeds, just drifting off. And so as it turned out, the guy saw me on the boat and said, well, we'll be coming this way, and could we rescue it for him? But we're just coming past now. Unfortunately, it's already been rescued and it's now safely tied onto the towpath side, so hopefully someone else has done that, which is good. So this development of industrial units and business centre over here is part of Botany Bay, and just beyond this bridge you'll see the old mill, Botany Bay Mill. So this is the old cotton mill called Botany Bay. It's built in 1855 and there were 5 floors, and whole families worked here. There's husbands and wives and children back in the day. And so the men worked on the top floors doing the spinning, and the ladies were on the bottom preparing the bobbins and the creeglers. And yeah, but it's now been redeveloped. I think it was open about 10 years ago as like a retail outlet with independent shops throughout the 5 floors, and now I think it's been undergoing a £3 million development along with those industrial units that are there behind. So yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be apartments or what, but it's a lovely old building. So just approaching Botany Bay Marina now and Boatyard. I think there's some residential moorings here, and that hotel boat that we saw yesterday, or the party boat rather, that we saw yesterday, that goes from here. It's going to go past that, and yeah, they do all sort of usual stuff here: coal, gas, pump out, and yeah, you can take your boat here, get it blacked and do maintenance on it. Well, it was bad time. We turned up at the water point just as the big boat was coming to turn around. So here we are, just filling up with water. We were stuck out in the middle of the cut, and this big boat came through. Fortunately, managed to get over and tie a rope at the back there, so we're now pretty secure. And off goes the boat. Hopefully it won't take too long to fill up, and we'll be on our way. Heading towards Adlington now. This is Bridge 74, got about another 1.5, 2 miles to go to get there. It's PB Mechanical Services. Oh, it's the bus, I think that's a Cathay bus. Yeah, it is, yeah. Leyland side, huh? This is a couple we saw, where was it? Gargrave, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Peggy Sue we've seen before as well, I'm sure. Where's another Peggy Sue? Yeah. The lily white. Looks long, doesn't it?
inside the marina.